Meeting Sue Cheng, most people wouldn't guess that she has a disability. It's non-obvious, as is the case for about 70% of individuals with disabilities.
Put a smile on my face, and people are totally shocked when I tell them, oh yeah, I do, I suffer from depression. And they're like, no way, you don't seem like one. You don't seem like a person with one. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm supposed to come to work with a frown on my face, dressed like goth. I'm like, if that was the case, I think I would have been booted off the job already. I wouldn't be an office manager. I would be probably just an intern.
One of the challenges that Sue faces in work and life in general is hanging on to her authentic self, rather than putting on a so-called mask.
For someone who suffers from depression, I feel like it's like you're living in your own isolated world, in a black box. No one can see you, and you can't see yourself either. You know, just keeping emotions in check. I think that's the hardest part, because when you go to work, you're supposed to give off this, you're a positive individual at all times, even if you're having a crappy day at home or a crappy day in your own personal life. And that has been probably the hardest thing for me to do. Is it working for me? At times. I say that because it's easier to pretend or play pretend at work than to let strangers know what's going on in your life. But at home, it's like, you know, your family members or your close friends see the real you. My son understands and accepted the fact that I do have depression. So when I do have my episodes of extremely sad, and he knows it, he'll come over, he'll give me a hug. He'll basically treat it like as if I was homesick with a cold or a flu. He'll make me soup, he'll take care of me. And he knows that those are the times that mommy is not capable of holding a regular conversation.
One way Sue keeps a balance between work and the rest of life is by taking time for interaction at lunch.
One thing I know it so far worked is that I've scheduled lunch on my own calendar, and I make sure I stick to it. And I don't like to eat lunch by myself. When I eat lunch by myself, I tend to get into depressing thoughts. And so I start to, around 12 o'clock noon, I will call all my coworkers. Hey, are you free? Hey, are you free? And I keep on asking until someone says, yes, I'm free. And I was like, all right, let's go. You know, I find that if I find at least one person to go with, I know my day's gonna get better.
In addition to the emotional and physical challenges that disability plays in people's lives, culture can also be a factor.
Family-wise, honestly, to tell you, I don't have a strong family support. Part of it is that mental health is not discussed at the family table. In my particular culture, mental health don't exist. Or should I say any type of disability are not discussed.
Sue does try to balance work and family responsibilities by taking at least a little time for herself, like when she watches television shows including Criminal Minds. She also says one day she would be interested in getting an animal, which can be sensitive to people's emotional and physical needs.
When I go to my mom's house, we have a family dog, and she just knows that when I am just having a bad day, you know, and I don't even know how animals can do that. You know, like, we don't even speak the same language. Half the time they don't even know what we're saying, but yet they just have a sense to pick up on our emotions, and I really, really like that.